You are being watched.
Hello, welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I'm Tony.
And I'm Clutz.
And we're back to watch Person of Interest. Last time was Root Cause. We met Root. Well, we didn't really.
No.
We saw Root's hands.
Yeah.
And what do you remember what they said? Next time.
Yeah.
Harold.
Oh, yeah. And Howard's in the library. And he's
Yeah.
not gone back to his little...
Yes. He's
Room.
thing. Yeah. But it was all mostly about a guy who's framed for a
Yeah.
shooting. But, yeah. There we go. This time we are on Season 1, Episode 14, Wolf and Cub. This aired on the 9th of February 2012, directed by Chris Fisher and written by Nick Van... Oh my god. The name's in the thing. And Michael... I think we've had these two people before, to be honest, actually. Their names look familiar. But, yeah, the names would be below me.
Sorry, I look really deep in thought then. But
What are you thinking?
the episodes are really sporadic, it looks like. Like, the last lot of the... Looking at the release dates, because you got the 15th of December... And then they've had like a month gap to the 12th of January.
Yeah.
Then the 19th of January. Week. But then there's a missing week, isn't there?
Yeah.
Because we jumped
We
from the 19th.
spoke about this, yeah.
Did-
Yeah, we did talk about it last time because it was like February, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. What can we expect, or what do you want to see from this episode?
I guess more with Finch because he's got to get his stuff.
See if he
or
gets
what
back to
happens
the
with that,
the
yeah.
actual library where they hang out. I realised last time Finch asked Reese asked Finch to get Carter to get some info, and then Finch was like, "Oh, what about Fusco?" And Reese was like, "Oh, he's on to something for me. He's doing something else."
I wonder what.
We do know what it was. We saw him at the end of the previous episode following Finch. He's got him following Finch around to gather info on Finch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what he's up to. Yeah, will we see more of that? More of
Maybe.
Carter? Who knows? Let's do it. All right, cool. Full reaction is in the description. You need your own copy. Just make sure to come back where we'll talk all about it. Bye-bye. I don't know what to say bye.
You are being watched.
We can't do that for the next 5 seasons.
Spies on every hour of every day.
This is news to Claire.
I know because I don't.
I mean, I do
Designed
it as
the machine
well.
to detect.
I'm guessing from the title there's going to be a kid involved.
It won't turn the music down.
I just know he's sleeping with her.
911 calls.
My brothers, they shot him. Please, send someone.
We're sorry, all circuits are busy at this time.
I wonder why, because idiots keep phoning in. They've gone back.
Is it just... No, yeah.
Nobody here.
But is it just Reeves then?
Nah.
I didn't even get to finish my sentence.
He's there. Ooh. Ooh. That was a cool sound. Has he got a nuclear reactor in there?
Like this. That hacker must have gotten to you.
Only the paranoid survive. Sage advice.
We have a number.
New number.
Do it.
Just came in this morning.
Even with the library offline.
His name is Darren McGrady, 14 years old. That's his last known address.
Where's
Better
he
get
getting
started.
his information from?
This has got an eerie feel, this episode so far.
Any chance your machine gave us the number a few days late?
No. The library may have been compromised, but I can assure you that the machine was not.
Whose blood is on the floor?
That's a lot of blood.
Detective Stills.
He's still used.
That's right. One of my tenants got shot about a week ago. Older kid, Travis McGrady.
Younger brother, Darren. What happened to him?
Cops took him with them.
It's his brother.
When can I clean this place up and get a new tenant in here?
Jeez. It's a bit heartless.
Yeah.
Morning, detective. Miss me?
You know, I always pictured you in the back of my car.
Well, to each his own. Good luck pulling that file.
3 black males were seen fleeing the building. It took half an hour for first responders to show up. Travis was already dead.
What happened to the parent?
Mother died of renal failure 3 years ago, so Travis was Darren's legal guardian.
Now he's got nobody.
Waited all night for child services. When they didn't show up, just up and walked out.
I need to track him down.
Fair enough, though.
Yeah.
You ever gonna tell me exactly how you and your friend picked the people you're chasing?
To be fair, I don't think
Right.
he actually knows.
I'll talk to the detective assign on.
I like how her little smile as well. She's like falling for his charms.
More high profile to work. Like that guy who's kneecapping everybody.
Chief of D's wants to. His name is Travis.
Right. Well, this Travis. Somebody got frisky. Travis went at him, tossed him out the joint.
The same 3 guys seen later fleeing his apartment building.
I don't have time to chase after every kid who can't sit still.
Of course not. When I find him, I'll let him know you were a big help.
That guy seems lovely.
He does.
Seems very uncaring.
Witnesses can ID the shooters.
Why would they want to talk to you?
I have my ways.
Would you talk to him?
Yeah?
Lisa?
I've already told the police everything I know.
I'm not a cop.
I don't know what the hell he was thinking.
He cared for you. Just like he cared for his little brother, Darren.
Sounds like you coming out of the shadows, looking for bad guys. You fit right in at the comic book store. Who blocks that way?
Comic book. God.
He'd be a good Batman.
Hey kids, free comics. Here you go, one for you.
Oh, man.
Because being a superhero is not about a cape or a cowl. It's about protecting your fellow man, looking out for him, or no one else will.
Reese
The
is
detail on that.
superhero.
That hat.
Excuse you.
Hey, Carter. They have found one of our shooters.
Oh, he's a bit anxious to get somewhere. Why would you
Finch,
be wearing that?
I got eyes on Darren.
Yo, Brick! Take off that hat.
Who you think you're talking to, shorty?
One of the spineless punks that killed my brother. Yo, man, what the hell you doing, man?
I won't miss.
Get that back.
Drop the phone.
I'm gonna kill you and the rest of your crew.
So you made friends as usual.
They get him somewhere safe.
Is he taking?
Sorry.
He's taking a car.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love how he just picked the phone up, took the kid, took the car. That's amazing.
Never said I was a cop.
So, what are you then?
One of these days I'll have to come up with a good answer for that one. It's a nice piece. How you play the trumpet. Guessing you pawned that too. You any good?
What do you think?
I don't know.
He's been a
My
bit of a
brother
hard
wanted me to
ass.
go to music school.
You tracked down that brick kid. You think that's what your brother would have wanted you to do? I'll take care of it.
You? Wait a minute.
He already appeared from the shadows and saved you from ruining his life, basically. Right? Hey.
Oh.
Darren, this is Detective Fusco. He's a friend.
This guy.
Yep.
Oh, hell no.
What's your problem?
Aw.
You're a dirty cop all day long.
All right, look. First you got me investigating our mutual friend. Now I gotta babysit this disrespectful punk? I have a day job.
Gotta return the vehicle.
I like how he hesitated to call Fusco a friend. That's really...
Rick.
It's pretty good art.
Bad luck.
Yeah.
You walking around wearing a dead guy's hat. DNA always tells the truth.
Takes 3 months to get those results back, so either we gonna get cozy in here, or you can just give me my phone call now.
Phone's busted. Cuts. You know how these things go.
Whatever.
You can be a hard ass all you want, but Carter ain't gonna take it. You're right there.
Jamming.
Good song. In the Shadows, a game. Oh yeah, he's got his phone.
Yeah.
You're trying to reach your friend Brick?
Oh, this is a different person that messaged, is it?
Yeah.
Nice cars, cash and envelopes. These guys aren't street thugs, Finch. Is everything all right, Finch?
Just fine, Mr. Reese.
Where is he?
I don't know.
here to see you, Mr.
Mr. Wren.
Of course, bring him in, please.
Wait, isn't that the office where
Yeah.
he sold the computer?
I don't think so.
Almost finished sorting through all Dad's stuff.
Find anything interesting?
Except for this, which is just strange.
I found a machine.
Day one, the machine, February 24th.
One person who I think of who might know. Alicia Corwin?
No, I don't think so.
Hers is the only name that appears in any of the files. She worked for the White House. Guess they were in touch about something.
Have you been in contact with her?
Out of the government a year ago, after Dad died. She moved to this remote town in West Virginia. Turns out it's the only place in the U.S. that doesn't have cell phones or wireless internet.
Oh.
Something for the radio telescopes.
Are you sure you're not chasing shadows here, Will?
That contract the Dad signed with us the next day, February 25th, 2005.
Wow. Well, that is something. I'm starving.
Change the subject.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that?
Who's paired?
Yeah, he's paired with his cell phone.
Ah.
You're kidding me. When?
Kid's gone.
What do you mean? I told you to check on him. I think I know where you might be headed.
Comic book shop.
Huh? What did you say?
I said the comic book shop.
It had a picture, a drawing of D's bar.
You know, heard me? Curtis and Trent is beginning to wear my last nerve. You might be scared of him, but I'm not.
You about to get yourself tossed, dwarf.
Not unless you care to follow him. I'm gonna let the kid go.
And if I don't?
Oh.
Yeah, buddy! Been quite mellow this episode, really.
We had to have a fight at some point.
Some straight up Shaolin and Wu-Tang were bad.
Stop looking for these guys. It's too dangerous for you out there.
I want to hire you to help me take down those guys who killed my brother.
So if I'm not a cop, I'm a mercenary, is that it?
Nah, I figured it out. You're a Ronin.
A Ronin?
Technically, you should have killed yourself. You're out wandering the land, helping people. So now I'm paying you to help me.
There's no way to convince you to just lie low, huh?
Silly boy.
Yeah, he's lost his
Yeah.
brother, isn't he? Yeah.
No.
That means no killing.
It's an honourable Ronin.
This is my going rate.
We've got a team.
We have.
A Ronin. Oh, that's pretty cool. Is he gonna kneecap some more people?
Step one, observe.
Hey there, old man.
If the state found out I was selling those tickets, I'd lose my legit lottery business.
Tickets?
Yeah, they're running numbers through local shop owners. But they take all the money, tax-free.
The cops know.
Probably giving them a cut to turn a blind eye.
You short Andre?
Who's Andre?
Tickets?
Oh, no.
But now we know how they're making their
Tickets
money.
they're talking about.
He said lottery.
So they just got
Observe.
Tell you the truth, I've always hated observing. Wait here.
Stand up or we got to
That nice clean car.
Nice.
Well.
That was step two, kid.
He's teaching this kid well. Maybe I'll have a little sidekick.
Maybe.
I'm not sure I'm in favor of your troubling arrangement with young Darren.
I'm not sure I'm in favor of our troubling arrangement, especially when you disappear on mysterious business.
GPS is up, Mr. Reese.
Like how he just changes the subject.
Tech support.
You ever kill anyone?
Yes.
Were they bad?
Honest.
Some.
Ooh.
It means your master tricked you. Told you to kill bad people that really weren't. A lot of Ronin ended up there.
What insurance? You were with me when I stole the damn thing.
Yeah, but you bought those rims. They might replace those.
Man, chill, man. Get your grandma's beater and meet me at Andre.
Find the boss and figure out how to hurt him. Come on.
We have until tomorrow to arraign him, Captain.
If that kid's not arraigned by 5, I want you to kick him.
It's always the captain in it, ruining things.
Yo, Reese.
I think I'm the
Man, they got Mr. Wilcox selling those tickets too?
I'm not sure it's that simple.
You're late.
A little car trouble, Andre.
That's Andre?
He's the
The
ringleader.
higher up you go, the harder it gets to tell the good guys from the bad.
Now y'all messed that up. I'm gonna kill you both.
Oh.
Well, Andre's a bit of a
now we know
scary
who's
man.
Well, step 6, man.
Well, that's the fun part.
Should he be teaching a kid this stuff?
I don't know.
Trent,
Ain't that your ride?
Oh my god.
There's a kid in the car.
Oh, so good. So badass.
Found your car.
That was amazing. That was so fucking good.
There's the kid in the car though.
Probably. He's gotta, you know, he's gotta observe and learn the ways.
Wrong place to sleep it off, but.
When I need to talk.
In the middle of something, Carter. Don't worry. He wasn't in the car.
Ah, thank
That
God.
was a minor responsible for his welfare.
I think you can the other one.
Where'd you dump the gun?
What gun?
This money is supposed to be in Brighton Beach. It is.
He was scared from the wrong reason, I think.
Andre's gonna kill you.
Why do I feel like there's a weird twist that the
You
kid
really
killed
think
his
Andre
brother?
would believe your story?
I don't know.
What?
So who killed Travis McGrady?
So intimidating.
Right now, your life is worth $500,000.
Do it. Burn it.
20,000 of it. Up in smoke. Where's the gun, Curtis?
This is a great way.
$50,000 of your life up in.
So
Andre's gonna believe me.
Let's find out.
What? No, stop!
Chimney. Top of my grandma's building.
It better be.
Hello,
What a scene.
Long time.
Thanks for meeting me, Alicia. Maybe we should go to a cafe or bar, somewhere warm.
You don't mind?
Do you remember her?
I'm so sorry I couldn't
No.
make your father's.
I found it in his things. Wondered if you knew anything about it.
She was there when they were talking
Are you
about
really
how much
sure
it
you want
was.
to know?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Your dad's investments had backfired. He came to me for help. I persuaded the government to bail him out in exchange for some of IFT's patents.
That's what this is about? $1 for Dad's patents?
I'm afraid so.
Wait, so this is about the government. What does it mean, the machine? Crushed by the machine?
I suppose. Yes. Let it go, Will.
Sounds just like my Uncle Harold.
I do? Who's he?
My dad's best friend, Harold Wren. You sure you two never met?
No. We haven't. I have to go. I'm sorry I couldn't be more help.
That's not so weird, is it?
So yeah, she'd met with his dad before. We'd seen that and them talking.
$500,000 in Brighton Beach. My employee Brick is being held by your people without a charge, okay? I need you to get him out.
We've seen him before. Do you remember? He's hung him over the edge of the thing.
How are you, detective?
Oh god.
You still have that suspect in holding?
I was just about to let him go.
You should have done that hours ago.
Sorry, I thought you were a cop.
Those crooked
Nothing
cops.
wrong with cops. It's over. Got the evidence.
What about Andre? He's still out there.
Andre didn't kill your brother. Now you want to go after him too? Then what? Go
His
after
boss.
Andre?
Yeah.
The corrupt won't be able to stop until you destroy everyone you blame for taking your brother's life. And it won't bring him back.
I mean, yeah. Where does it end? You can't take them all down, can you?
There you are.
Nope.
You would like it burst.
Got you. Bricks on the street. Don't worry, I'll get you the gun along with a kid.
No.
No.
Darren.
Slimy little kid.
Yeah.
Darren's run off. The idea of letting a 14-year-old hire you to avenge his brother has backfired.
Lecture me later. Right now, I need you to bring me the bag.
Which bag?
One labeled Plan B.
The Plan B bag.
That's a kid. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
It's Plan B.
Dunno.
Oh, it's guns. I mean, it would be.
It's beanbag rounds. Riot ammo. I told the kid no killing. On my signal, you're gonna cut the power to the building. That was a signal, Finch.
Baby, coming in here like, go ahead and shoot him. I mean, he's the one that screwed up in the first place. Even put us in this situation. So you doing me a favor. Yo, Andre, shut your mouth.
Jesus.
I don't want to know why they killed his brother.
Go ahead and pull that trigger. For me. You young enough by the time you break
manipulative.
You be running these streets for me, son. Ain't nobody gonna touch you. You know why? Go ahead and claim that reward.
Wow.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I thought that might happen. But you know the thing about comic books? They just comics.
I'm Batman. He's so cool.
Beanbags.
Yeah, it's got to hurt though. They use it for riots, like you said. Bam.
Get down, kid!
Is that Foster?
Yeah.
Let's go!
That's the team right there.
I'm imagining
You okay?
the other guy in the autopsy being like, why has he got a huge bruise? You only shot him once. What's this bruise? Just a random beanbag I throw.
You know what? Whatever you gotta say, say it.
Right in the butt.
On my desk when I get back.
No, man. Actually, I just wanted to say thank you for saving my life.
You're welcome, kid. Come on, let's go. Get me out of here.
Fusco's good at heart.
Hey, take it easy, will ya?
He had to get shot in the arse, didn't he?
Better than the kneecap.
Just when I thought you were sticking around.
It's kind of hard to believe he was just an ordinary guy, made mistakes like everybody else.
Well, whatever she told you, anytime anyone ever asked him what his proudest achievement was, he always said that it was you.
Uncle Harold always knows what to say.
Take care of yourself.
Never know the truth.
Why was she so sheepish about Harold?
Family. I looked into them. They're good people.
And if they aren't,
Still on the clock. See, look at that.
Nice.
I always wanted a sidekick.
I said he was a sidekick.
Thanks.
you'll find a home too.
Aww. Kids. Oh, his butt's healed.
They still
No, it's
hold
not.
it. Yeah.
What's up, Frisco? I think you're gonna need a bullet and that other cheek to even out that limp.
See you too. Cutting it awfully close with Carter. Like I said, you let me worry about
Oh, we
Carter.
didn't see him with him.
No. He
He's
got
got some
shot.
of yours. I know his stars. Harold Wren, MIT student, top of his class. Was there where he met the kid's dad. You know, Nathan Ingram.
Graduated from the same class as Ren.
Yeah. Except
a
that they were
coincidence.
wanted. That name doesn't appear on any records before '76, which tells me that Wren was a false identity too. This guy spent so much time being someone else, he probably doesn't know who he is anymore.
Only the paranoid survive. You know, Lionel, you could have been a good cop if not for a few bad choices.
You've got me snooping around your boss, but I make bad choices?
Man has a point.
Oh, whoa.
System breached.
System administrator
Evaluating
security breach.
options. Mitigate
Monitor. Oh, that gave me chills. Ugh. There we go. Oh no! No! So that was episode 14, Wolf and Cub. What did you think of that one?
I really liked it.
Yeah?
It was. We don't very often see like kids involved, do we?
No,
But I think there's been a few
we had like a
occasions.
teenager before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was that kidnapping one, wasn't there, or something?
With the judge's kids.
Yeah.
We had that, but yeah, we didn't really. We got a sidekick kind of thing going on, which is kind of cool. It had a different feel, yeah. So I enjoyed
And it was quite like a like quite a teaching moment for Reese towards the kids.
It kind of shows you how his methods of doing things as well. As an audience, we get to see.
And him highlighting that, where does it stop?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which I think is stuff that Reese has dealt with. And
Oh,
gone
yeah.
through. Like, you do feel that he kind of empowers a lot of his teachings to others from his own experiences.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah. So, but I'm guessing Reese was the wolf and he was the cub.
Yeah.
There you go. So it started off with some 911 calls.
Yes.
I liked how they're making so much noise next door.
My
and
flyer's flat.
My tyres flat. Yeah.
My tyre's
Loads of
flat.
imagine how many useless calls like emergency services get. But then it highlighted the red one.
Yeah.
My brother's being shot.
Yes.
Yeah, so you said, I hope we find out why they shot him. We did. He defended a girl who was being assaulted by them, basically. Were touched, and then they followed him home and
didn't
shot
know
him.
if there was more.
Nah.
It seems like
I don't think there was.
it seems like such a menial thing.
Yeah, but people do that.
Yeah, I know. I get that, but I was thinking that maybe he was kind of a bit mixed up in whatever, or he'd found out what they were doing.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like, is there a deeper story in it?
No, I think that was just like that's what they were involved in, but it's not why they did it. Yeah, so. But we saw Reese and Finch going back to the library.
Yeah.
It's not been compromised.
Nope.
Well,
power on, nobody's there.
Yeah, he's got to rebuild all his computer database and stuff. And he's like, what will we do? And he's like, I got a new number. And then Reese was a bit like, with the library down, eh? How's he getting them then? Laptop?
That's what I said, wasn't it? I was like, where's...
What do you reckon?
Who knows?
I want to know your thoughts.
But is it something like... Because later on in the episode, we see him in an office, which I'm pretty sure
it might be
very similar to the office where the deal took place in. But however, it was a very neutral office with windows.
It's just an
it
office.
Could have been
I don't think
anywhere.
it is the same.
But I'm like, is it something to do with his company?
And the reason I don't think, because of the shape of the office and where they entered was different from where the others entered last time, but I might be wrong. So it could be the same one. Yeah, it could totally be. Yeah. But that's Harold Renz.
Then I'm like, does he have someone else that works with the machine that he's still in contact with that feeds in the information? Could there be another character that's not come to the light yet?
Don't know, but yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we found out the number was Darren McGrady.
Yep. So he goes to the
14?
address.
Yeah, we found out his brother.
Yeah.
Travis got shot. So yeah, he went to his house, a lot of blood.
Yeah, and
then
like,
acted as
is it wrong?
He's still got the badge of Detective Steels, which he
Yeah.
got. I like how I said that. He's still using it, Detective Steels.
But
which
he
he
didn't know
took
it
from
was a,
the beginning of the
he
series.
didn't know it was a kid to begin with, though, did he? Because he
Well,
just
he
went
didn't
to
know
the dress, and then they said Travis, and then he's like, "Does he have a brother?"
No, because he did know Darren was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Because Finch said he's 14 years old.
Oh, did
Darren
he?
McGrady, 14.
Yeah.
So, but he didn't know he had a brother.
No.
And that's when he found out from the landlord that he had a brother and
He'd been
been
shot.
shot. Yeah. Then we see Carl sitting in her police car, having a lovely time, and who gets in the back of his car?
Reese.
I like the smiles they give to each other. They're so like.
I like it when she's like, "I've always dreamt of you being in the back of this car in handcuffs."
And it's like, each to their own. Yeah. So I love their little banter and the smiles and the So I like their relationship. It's like I said, the dynamic of it is completely changed. Like it was all her chasing him, not knowing each other. Well, he knew she was, but
because Reese went to Carter, didn't he? Because of the Super. That's what they're called, isn't it? Super said that because Darren didn't have anyone else, the police took him when they came to the place.
And then it turns out he just walked.
Yeah. Because child services didn't turn up at the police department.
He's having a bit of a hard time with his kid. So
now he's out on the run.
Yeah, but so basically she told the story of what had happened. She said he worked in a Fison Wings or something. I can't remember what it's called, but chicken shop basically. And three adults or whatever came in. Thugs came in, like touched another girl, and one of the waiters. So he defended them and defended her, kicked them out. Then they followed him home.
Shot him.
Yeah.
And then when the kid found him, because he got home afterwards, but took half an hour for the emergency services to turn up, and Travis was already dead by the time that came through.
Yeah.
Because you did see on the beginning, the opening bit with all those calls, it did come up with like the circuit's busy at the moment.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. It's really all blocked up by idiots. So yeah, and I imagine New York's got a lot of people living there. I mean, they even said in the very first episode, I can't remember. It was like there's I don't know if I wrote it. Every 18 hours, someone dies in New York. I think that's what it was. Yeah, crazy. Or is murdered in New York. I think that's what it was. So we saw Carter talking to a detective.
Yeah.
Asking about the kid and what's going on, and the detective was so unhelpful.
Yeah.
And uncaring. He's like he didn't even want to. He didn't even say his name. He didn't.
He doesn't have time to run over to the kids.
Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, I'll make sure to let the kid know once I find him how helpful you were." Yeah. So.
Reese then tracks him down, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He tracks him down because the kid finds one of the thugs.
Yeah. I can't remember why. I've wrote here Reese has his ways. And I can't remember why, but he said something along the line. Like, I think someone asked him how you're going to do that, and he's like, I have my ways. But he went and hung out the shop and found Lisa.
Well...
What are you saying? Say it. You just got to spit it out.
Yeah, I'm just like, what's this? Because he ended up watching the thugs, didn't he?
No, not yet.
At the comic book.
Yeah,
store.
well, that's what I'm saying. He met Lisa, who's the one who told him.
Yes, because she was like, someone like you might like a comic.
Yeah, so she was like, I don't want to talk about this. And
Yeah.
he's like, someone like you coming out of the shadows helping people, you might like a comic book store.
That's how he ends up at the comic book store. Which then he sees the guy leave the comic book store with the hat on.
Yes.
That
He's like, I
Darren
think
said
I've got
that
mine.
was taken in the thing. He's like, I've got one of them. And then all of a sudden Darren appears and he's like, I've got... You
At
can
that
kind
point,
of see him a bit like, oh crap! Like,
is he after Darren? Like,
no, but like that moment that he's aware there's only one of him, and now he's like, right, do I keep an eye on the kid or?
Well, they
do
were
I...
kind of intercepting.
Yeah.
Like, they were kind of gonna hit each other. So I think it was a bit like, oh, what's gonna happen? Is the guy with a hat gonna get him or what? But then no, he pulled out a gun.
Yeah.
And Reese come along and
The
saved
kid
the day.
pulled out a gun.
Yeah, Travis.
Yeah.
Darren. Sorry.
Carter turns up.
I liked Darren like as a character because he was very like taking no prisoners kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like he was very like, this is what I want. I'm gonna get it. I may not be as
big
or old as you, but I'm getting my revenge. But yeah, Carter showed up as well. I love.
Just as he shot the gun and.
Yeah, but I love how Reese took his phone.
Yeah.
And the car and the kid, right?
Yeah.
So good. It's so funny that she went from chasing him to now he's like, oh, I'm just taking your car.
Yeah.
It's great. So
then you learn about the kid that was going to go to music school. And bits. So.
And then he was, but then he left him with. He's my friend.
Leaves him with Fusco and some guy.
Like, really, this guy? And he was even like, oh, you're a crooked cop.
Yeah.
You can tell. But yeah, it was like a kind of a, I'm guessing a foster home kind of thing. So, I was like, it'd be fine here.
Yeah. And that's when also Reese gets back in the car and finds his drawings, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. And he's like a little comic book artist.
Yeah.
Pretty good at it as well. He's drawing Brick and everything. Yeah.
Starts using his pictures to track him down.
Yeah, but we first had a little interrogation scene with Carter and Brick. Like, he was like, she was like, "Oh, you know all about this. You've done this before." Yeah. But she was trying to make
DNA
him sweat.
on the hat. And so it was going to take you 3 months.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, she was keeping him there as long as possible, basically. But yeah,
probably around this sort of time you saw Reese in that office, didn't you? Not Reese, sorry, Finch. In the
not
office.
quite yet. Before that, Reese was watching them play basketball.
Reese went to the basketball because he was looking at the pictures, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And there was pictures that the kid had drawn.
Yeah,
of
of basketball. And then he found them because he had Brick's phone.
Yeah.
So he saw they were texting him.
It's
and
a
then,
bit of a break.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It could be worse. But yeah, I saw they were messaging him, and then there's like
They got a
down
message
business.
saying, yeah, and then you could just see them handing
Handing
over
him
the money.
and they got a fancy car, and
Yeah.
he's like, yeah. That is when we see Mr. Wren in an office, probably for his insurance company that he's got. So Finch is a bird, right?
Yes.
Wren
Bird.
is a bird. Do you see?
His next name will be Pigeon.
Mr. Pigeon.
Mr. Seagull.
But yeah, and Will?
Will, yes.
Yeah. Comes in, calls
He's
him Uncle
still,
Harold.
Yeah, still asking questions about his dad. Then he has this bit of
Well, it was more
napkin.
like as well, he's gone sorted through his stuff a bit more as well. And I found this.
With
I joked
cork.
saying, I found a machine.
Yeah. It's a cork with the date.
Do you remember what it said?
The machine.
It said day 1, the machine.
27th of February?
24th of February,
There's not
2005.
a 27th of February, is there?
Yes, there is. What?
Is there?
It's 28 days in February, unless
Oh.
there's a leap year. Yeah, 24th of February, 2005, the machine, day 1. He's
Harold's
like,
like,
what is this?
Oh,
He's like, oh, I have no idea.
and then
what
he's
it
like,
could be.
well, the day that he made the deal with the government for $1 was the day before.
After. No, the day after is when they signed. So the 25th was
So
when.
he's like, I don't know if they're related. And he's like, oh.
Couldn't possibly know. I'm starving. Let's go.
Yeah.
He's very good at deflecting it and playing dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he say something about the woman then?
Yes, he said
Yeah,
there's a woman named. Do you remember? Alicia Corwin. So I was getting goosebumps the whole time through the machine stuff and Alicia Corwin stuff, even when they mentioned her name.
Yeah.
Who
worked for the White House.
So yeah, she worked for the White House, but she was there like in the paperwork or something.
Yeah.
But she's now moved to a town. I think it was Greenbank or something like that.
Greenbank, yeah. Which has no telephone or anything. So
no internet, no
Yeah.
telephone, like none of that. Why would she go there?
Because she doesn't want the machine fucking following her.
She knows what the government has, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah. But so yeah, she's moved there. So we've seen her before. There was a scene of it was a flashback. So there's a scene of Finch running around listening as Nathan and her were talking by like the river, I think.
Oh, okay.
And they were talking about, and then she said something like, if anyone knew what you're working on, you'd be locked up. And then he was like, oh, we could be cellmates. So, yeah. And the other time we saw him was when in the office when Finch, he poured water over the keyboard and was like, they're coming. We got company. And then he ran off. And then her and the guy came in to discuss what it was and what they're going to pay for it. So, that's Alicia. Yeah. But yeah, that was that. We obviously saw her a bit later. But next, Reese knew where the kid was going, because obviously he disappeared, right?
Yeah.
At that point, I imagine. Yeah. But he'd seen in the picture, it said Fendi's Bar or something like that. So he went down there, and the kid was there already.
Yep.
Again,
Picking a fight with older people.
the way he's talking, he was like, I liked the actor. Like he was sold the I don't give a care attitude of you
I
wanting
like that
revenge.
bit because they were like, what are you going to do about it to Reese? And then Reese was like,
Well, he instantly went jabbed him in the thing, and then shot the other guy, and then back kicked him, and, it was
and
like,
then it just cut to them being in that diner, and he was
Yeah.
like, I can't believe that.
you were like, pow! Yeah. What did he call him? Do you remember? I know what you are. You're a Ronin.
Ronin.
Samurai with no master.
Yeah.
Wandering, helping
Which
people.
is like,
Pretty much what he is, yeah. I mean, I
And
guess
then
you could kind of say Finch is, but...
yeah, but then he tries to buy... Basically, he tries to hire Reese as a hitman, doesn't he, to take him out?
Basically.
With, dollars.
Yeah, it's all I've got. So,
Yeah.
But then he took the coin and was like, this is my going rate.
Yeah. And he's like, but we're going to do this my way, and no one's going to get hurt.
No killing. Well, not hurt. No killing.
No.
I'm going to hurt their knees. I like that as well. Earlier on, that unhelpful detective he was like, "Isn't this above your pay grade? Like this murder?
Yeah.
Like, why aren't you out there searching for the guy who's kneecapping everyone?"
Yeah.
So, yeah. But then he took him on a little adventure of like, "This is what we do."
Yeah, part 1.
We observe.
Observe.
It's we need to go do something. It's like, no, we need to observe them, see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Do you remember what they were doing?
They were asking the guy for money, weren't they?
They were shaking him down, so they're basically protection money.
Yeah. That's when they realised what was happening.
Yeah, and then the best bit of the whole thing was now for step 2. He was like, observation is my least favourite.
Step 2.
Step 2. We got good news. We're on step 2. Observation is my least favourite. And then what did he do?
Stole their car.
It's so good. They're just left without their fancy
I like it
car.
how he then phoned the kid like, meet me on the corner of 52nd Street. So the kid stood there waiting for the car to turn up, and then he's just beside him and like, where's the car?
I've stored it safely.
Yeah.
So,
and then that's when we found out the car wasn't even theirs, they'd stolen it.
Yeah, they'd stolen it. Yeah,
So it was like, oh.
Yeah, we even got a little thing I wrote here where the kid asked, like, have you killed anyone? And he's like, yeah. And like, all bad people? He's like, not all of them. Some good.
Yeah. Then he was like,
and we've never seen...
But it was really cool because he was like, oh, your samurai master.
Your master tricked you.
Yeah, which it is nice that you're like...
Yeah.
To be honest, when you think the good people he probably is referring to that he killed was probably in the days when he was... Because he started in the military, didn't he? Like,
yeah.
You're not killing who you want to kill then, are you? You're killing who you're told to kill.
I guess, yeah.
That's probably more... Because you see him now that he's like, he doesn't kill the good guy.
what you think he is then, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I think the good people are.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we overheard the guys saying, "I'll get your grandma's a bus-stop car," instead. But yeah, I do like that we've learned like little bits here and there about even Finch and him.
Yeah.
Like I mean, have we had hints of him killing good people before? Like, has he said that before? Maybe he has kind of hinted like he's done bad stuff.
Yeah.
But maybe he has to do the bad stuff that good people can't do.
Yeah.
Or that need doing. Yeah. So, we had the captain being a hard ass, being like, you need to let him out.
Yeah.
You ain't got no evidence. So the clock was ticking on the brick. But, we found out their boss was a man named Andre.
Yes.
And it turns out the man named Andre...
It's a comic book guy.
It's a comic book guy. Seemed like a nice guy, didn't he? He was giving out free comics. He was like... supporting the community, I guess, but no, he's a bad man.
But it was the night of the big money drop, wasn't it?
Yeah, like $500,000, right?
Yeah, there to get to
Brighton Beach.
Brighton Beach.
Yeah. It's funny hearing like loads of places in like America, and they're like, "We have a Brighton in England. We have this. I mean, we have a York in England."
I think even like earlier when I was watching videos on my phone, there was something about, they were like, the best place to watch whales is in Exmouth. And I was like, they're like, Australia. And I was like,
It is strange when
I
you
think
hear...
New Zealand has like a Hastings.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And Wales as well. New South Wales.
So, yeah, it's just interesting to hear. But, he was a bit like...
You're going to deliver the money in that
like,
car.
why'd you pull up in that bus car? And he was like, it's my grandma's. It's like... And then the other guy was like, switch up cars, switch up the thing. He's like, I know you're lying a mile off.
Yeah.
You mess this up, I'll kill you both. He was a hard ass as well. Jeez, full of them. So then they start delivering the money. And my favourite scene, I think, of this episode.
Isn't that your car?
It's so good. And then the song, Knock Knock. That's the song.
So he gets one out of the car...
Yeah.
Strips him and puts him in a police car full of bottles.
Yeah.
And the other one he kidnaps.
Yeah. He could take them both down. Easy.
Yeah.
It's so good though. The shot of the door opening. Well, no, before the shot of the door opening and coming out to knock knock and just walking over. Is why I love this. One of the reasons I love this show. He's so cool. The best bit was the shot from outside the car. The guy looked scared, and then it was inside the car, and you just see Reese smiling like, "Found your car." It was so good. I love it. But one of them got put in the back of the car.
Yeah,
it's like wrong place to fall asleep, or wrong place to sleep it off. He said, yeah. And then we had that awesome
torture scene.
Which at first he had the blowtorch. It's like, is he threatened with that? Is he going to burn his fingertips or something? I don't know.
Now he's just going to burn money.
perfect.
Yep.
There's $20,000 of your life up in flames.
Yeah.
Where's the gun? And then it's like, nah, Andre's gonna believe me. All right then, the whole bag.
Da-da! Grandma's chimney.
Yeah, so that's when we got the scene with Alicia and the whole speech. So what do you think of that scene? Because it's one of my favourite
Very
scenes.
weird.
Yeah. So what did she say about the dollar and the machine?
Well, she didn't say anything about the machine.
Yeah.
She said that the business was due to go
Yes.
into bankruptcy.
So they bailed him out.
They bailed him out.
So she, yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't tell him.
No.
Which
'Cause you could see Harold there a bit like...
And then he was a bit relieved, I guess, yeah. Because she didn't tell the whole truth.
Yeah.
Protecting who, do you reckon?
I don't know.
She seemed quite... I mean, even Finch said it, and it was a recurring thing. Only the paranoid survive.
Yeah.
She seems like a paranoid person. She's gone to
Yeah.
a town with no internet and no communication.
Survivor.
Yeah. But she seemed very like...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
skittish, I guess.
Then when he mentioned Uncle Harold,
Yeah.
she was like, who?
Well, even before that, sorry, Will seemed very disappointed by the answer. He's
Yeah.
like, what does it mean by the machine? And then he's like, crushed by the machine? And then she's like, yeah, I suppose, I guess. And he's like, oh, that's like what my Uncle Harold says. And she's like, who? It's like, my dad's best friend, Harold. You must have met him.
Harold
It's like,
Wren.
it's like, who? What? I gotta go.
Yeah.
What do you think of that whole scene?
It was
then?
very weird, and I kind of want to know more.
I like how we got a bit more of like this is the
dodgy
back
happened.
of the machine.
It's something dodgy to begin with, to be honest. But something
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. But there we go. So yeah. But the next we saw that Andre's in cahoots with the crooked cops.
Yeah, to get Brick out.
Yeah. But they won't help him. So although Brick was already out anyway.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. They'd let him out now. Well, that detective then went and
Yeah.
spoke to the captain. That's what I mean. So like the captain went down, knew Fusco.
Yeah, because
obviously
Carter was meant to have released him, but she hadn't
Yeah.
yet, because she'd just
Yeah.
been like wanted him in there as long as possible. So.
crazy how like that crooked cop can go in there and be like, sort
He's
this
still
out.
there?
I mean, to be fair, the captain was already like, you got to get rid of him.
Yeah,
but-
so he's probably like, do you know the person's
Yeah.
still down there? And he's like, what?
Yeah. So yeah, but there
So
we
then
go.
Brick's out.
They found the murder weapon.
They found the murder weapon, and then, as per usual, the kid just disappears.
Yeah, right as they because this was the part you were saying with Reese, like was like, oh, you're just gonna go like after them, and then after his boss and their boss and their. It's like it's never ending because like he was like, oh, we've got the murder weapon, you can get them locked up now. That's
Yeah.
it, it's done. And the kid was like, I'm not happy with that.
No.
And then he ran off with the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Reese phoned up Finch and was like, get the bag.
Plan B.
Which one? Yeah, the Plan B bag. Yeah. So, and then Carter was like heading off, and Fusco's like, "Is this to do with that old thing?"
Yeah.
I'm coming along.
That's the first time you kind of seen them together, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
So I like the bit of the bag. Well, we saw inside the shop, didn't we?
Yeah.
And he snuck in
Yeah.
with the gun. Like pointed the gun at Andre and that, but outside, Reese got the gun out, but
Yep.
it was a beanbag one because he
Yeah.
said about no killing.
No kill him.
Used for
and
SWAT.
some pliers. He was like,
Yeah.
on my mark, you cut the power, and I'm gonna go in. And he's like,
that's the signal. Yeah. And they went in. Oh, it's such a cool scene again, though.
Yeah.
Well, the Andre was like trying to convince him to kill.
Yeah, he was
Like,
trying to convince him
He
to
literally
shoot the
just
other
chucked
guy.
Brick under the.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What the hell are you talking about, Andre? What?"
He's like, if you kill him, you can then work for me. Like, by the time you're his age, you'll be amazing.
Yeah.
All it takes is just get rid of him.
You'd be running these streets
Yeah.
for me. And then he didn't do it.
No.
You can see Brick was
Chickened
begging
out.
for his life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then Andre was
I guess
like, I could
I
see
guess it
this
just
gonna
shows that the
happen.
kids kind of all talk, but he has a heart. He's not bad. He's a good
Yeah,
kid.
and then Andre kind of grabs the kid, doesn't he, with the gun
Yeah,
to
yeah.
kill the kid, I guess.
He's like, yeah, I thought so.
And then the power goes out.
And then the cool scene of
Yeah.
Reese with his night vision and beanbags,
Yeah.
taking them all down. Yeah.
Fusco and Carl turn up outside just as Andre's leaving.
Yeah.
Then you got a bit.
They take a couple shots at each other. Yeah.
Then he tries to shoot.
The kid runs away.
Tries to shoot the kid. Fusco jumps.
Did you think Fusco would do that?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it really said it at the end. Like, if it weren't for a couple of bad decisions, you'd be a good cop.
Yeah.
And, like, I've said that. He's shown in a few episodes that he does care and he is a good person. And like even this, he saved the kid's life. Yeah. Basically. Yeah. But it was lucky timing because then Reese come out and shot him with beanbags, but Fusco's on the floor. Yeah. I like at the end, he's like, "You're cutting it close there."
Yeah.
She nearly saw you. And it's like, actually, he was cutting it close with them both knowing he was there and knows them both. Yeah. Which is great. I like the whole Fusco was like, "Go on, say it already. I can already see the arse cake I'm going to get at work on my desk."
Was it before? I feel like we missed a bit, maybe. But then my timeline of events sometimes gets around.
Yeah.
The whole thing of Fusco talking to Reese about...
Yeah, you're wrong.
That's
after. Yeah. But the kid was like, "Thank you for saving my life."
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah. But then, we see... Reese bought the kid a trumpet. Yeah, got his trumpet back, got him into school. You can go do music and art.
Music, which has drawing
drew
lessons.
him a picture.
Yeah, he's got a
Really
foster
cool.
family.
Yeah,
But
he's like,
"But
you
I
need to
have a
get
family."
shot. You need to get shot in the other butt cheek.
Yeah.
So the limp evens out.
Yeah.
It's great.
But it's like, it's a hard thing to deal with, isn't it? Because when you
Yeah.
have a family and then it's taken away from you.
Yeah.
Then it's like, this is your foster family. It's like, no, I have a family.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
sort of thing. But
Okay.
it's like, he's kind of quite happy about it though, because it's like Reese said, like, I've looked into them, they look like nice people, and he's like, but what if they're not? And he's like, well, I will talk to them.
Yeah.
Like, so he knows Reese has kind of got his back.
Yeah.
And got him into music school.
I like how he said to Reese as well, "One day you'll find a home." Or something.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks. But then, Fusco was telling Reese all about what he's learned.
Yep, about Finch.
About Mr. Wren.
Yeah.
Harold Wren. Went to
MIT.
Top of the class.
Yeah, with Ingram.
Yeah, Nathan Ingram was his classmate.
Yeah. However, he only went by the name Harold Wren from 76.
Yep.
Before
that,
then,
different
nothing.
name. So he's been using a different name his whole life, probably. So, yeah.
But why?
Only the paranoid survive.
Yeah.
And that's why. I really like, it's kind of funny how both this and Mr. Robot have hacking and computer stuff, and they're both about paranoia.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the paranoia of being watched, and
Yeah.
so there you go. I enjoyed that episode. I thought it was good. I like the more of the machine stuff as well. We're getting little bits of it. I mean, obviously, there's still like 10 episodes left, 9 episodes of season 1. Like this, like comparing like Breaking Bad and like Mr. Robot have like, I think it's like 60 for Breaking Bad, 40 for Mr. Robot, 45. Yeah. This has 105 episodes or something. So it's like double, like pretty much. But we've got a lot to go. But there we go. We'll be back next time for episode 15. I'm really excited to learn more. But there we go. I mean, I know it all. And see Mr. Pigeon's adventures.
Mr. Seagull.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We will be back for the Breaking Bad finale is next of season 2. So look forward to that. Otherwise, in another cycle's time for more Person of Interest. Alright, well, we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.